What's happening, everyone? My name is Mar, here with Burn at Home for a 20-minute core workout. No equipment is needed for this workout, just your body. We're going to be working into some slow, controlled movements for your core. We're focusing on abs, back, shoulders, glutes, the whole 9 yards. We're going to get started with a warm-up in just a few seconds. Go ahead and meet me stomach first down on the floor. Here we go. We're going to work into some superhumans here. This is going to help strengthen and warm up your erector muscles in your spine. Again, we're doing slow, controlled movements here this entire class. We're going straight through, no breaks. It's gonna be challenging, but I'm right here with you. We got this. We're here for just about 20 more seconds. Really squeeze your glutes, press your shoulder blades into your back, lift your arms up off the floor. Think of your arms as like a seesaw. As you press your shoulder blades into your back, your arms come up. Glutes, same thing. Press into your glutes and lift your heels up towards the ceiling. All right, now we're gonna come up onto your forearms in a plank, and you're gonna hold your body stable as you step out with one foot, out with the other, back in, alternating. Good, moving nice and slow here. Try to keep your hips as stable as possible, no swaying side to side. Really engage into those ab muscles, even your glutes and quads here. Here for about 20 more seconds. We have one more exercise for the warm-up and we'll get right into our workout. Keep breathing, keep everything nice and tight. Press your forearms into the floor, stabilize your spine. No movement there. We're here for 3, 2, 1. All right, come on up into your tabletop position here. Gonna do some cat-cows. So nice arch through your spine, bring your mid back up to the ceiling, tuck your chin, and exhale. Look up, arch your back, bring your glutes up. Tilt your pelvis while you're doing this. So engage into your ab muscles here. Press yourself away from the floor and exhale as you come down. Good. Here for just about 15 more seconds and then we're gonna stand on up for our first exercise. Keep breathing here. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand on up. We're doing each of these exercises for 45 seconds. Gonna come into a nice half squat position here. You're gonna hold yourself, bend to the side for some standing oblique side bends. This is gonna be superset with knee up crunches that I'll show you in just a moment. We're working to some supersets today. We're gonna do 2 rounds of each. Supersets are exercises that are performed back to back, no rest. And lucky for us, we're not getting any rest today. We're here for just about 17 more seconds, and then we're gonna head right into those standing knee up crunches. Again, moving nice and slow here, keeping your entire torso stable, just bending through your thoracic spine side to side. We have 3 more seconds. All right, bring your legs about hip width apart here. Keep your hands right behind your ears again. We're gonna do one of these, all right? So it's kind of like a crunch standing up. If you've ever seen those machines in the gym where you just kind of bend on over like this, we're doing that same thing, but we're engaging a little more into our balance here. So if you're barefoot, you can use your feet to sort of grip onto the floor. Good, keep it up here. After this, we're gonna go back into the standing oblique bends. Good, really round through your spine. We're looking for a nice engagement into those abdominals. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, back into this little bit wider position here, just further than hip width apart. Slight bend in the knees, keep your glutes engaged, abs engaged, and just bringing your elbows down to the side. We're not doing one of these, all right? No, I'm a little teapot. That's not what we're looking for here. Keep everything tight, all right? Booty is engaged. Engagement through your quads as well. And just bringing that elbow down, feel a nice stretch through the side of your body here, your oblique. Same thing right over here. Use those same muscles that we're stretching to bring you right back up. Fantastic. We're here for just about 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go right back into the knee up crunch. In 3, 2, 1. You can shake it out for a second if your shoulders are tired. Feet come back to about hip width apart, and arms behind your head, and tuck that knee up towards your chest. Moving slowly here. The faster you go, you might throw yourself off. Don't want to fall over here. Not on my watch. After this superset, this is the second round here, we're gonna be heading onto the floor. We're gonna spend the rest of the time on the floor here, so I hope you've swept. I love a clean house because when I work out, I just can't stand when I get up and my back is all filthy. It's the worst feeling. All right, here for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, down onto your backs here. Gonna go for a 2-arm, 2-leg dead bug. This is a little bit easier, in my opinion, than a traditional dead bug. We're gonna have both of our arms up straight like this, knees bent at 90 degrees. Extend, arms overhead, legs out in front of you, bringing it back up to the original position. Keep going here. I'll give you some cues in just a second. Just wanna show you what it's supposed to look like. As you're doing this, you wanna maintain, keep your lower back on the ground. In order to do that, you're gonna engage into your low abs here, tilt your pelvis posterior, which means that you're sort of tucking your tummy, sucking your gut in, and engaging into your glutes. We're here for 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna do a V-up. In 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do a modified V-up here. So a traditional V-up is a little bit more intense, but for here, we're gonna start extended on the floor. Sit yourself up, hug onto your knees, come back down, and repeat. If you find this is too challenging for you, you can modify it even further. Keep your hands on the floor, fingertips pointing towards your feet, and you're going to lean back here, bending your arms, extending your legs out, bring your knees up to your chest, and continue. We're gonna stay here for about 15 more seconds and go right into the 2-arm, 2-leg dead bug. I'm gonna go ahead and do a full modified V up here. We're here for 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead into the beginning position here for your dead bug. Everything is bent at 90 degrees, knees, ankles at 90, arms are staying straight. Extend, keep the low abs engaged, and bring everything up. All right, when people tend to bend your arms too. I know it's a lot to think about in terms of keeping your body stable and figuring out what to do here, especially if this is your first time doing this exercise. But again, take everything as slow as you need to. No need to keep up with me. I promise by the end of this, your core is going to be on fire. Gonna go right back into the modified V-up in 4, 3, 2, 1, and whatever variation of the V-up you need here. Again, you can do hand-assisted. Just lean back and come on back up. Just make sure as you're doing this, you're not rounding your back too much here. So as you're coming up, I don't want to see you bending your vertebrae like this. Keep your abs engaged, almost as if you're lifting yourself up into a Russian twist position. So this is your ending spot, right? If you were to do a Russian twist, everything is straight up, shoulders back, spine is nice and neutral. If you're having trouble sort of visualizing how to do this, think about it like this. Your body is a plank, right? And you have a hinge at your hips here. Just push your tailbone down into the floor and knees come back up. All right, heading into our next superset. Feet go on the floor, shoulders are elevated, just slightly engaging gently into your abs. Arms are steady next to you. We're going to do some ankle tap crunches. So again, you're just slightly bringing your shoulders up off the floor. You're not into a full crunch like this. That would be pretty gnarly. So just gently lift up. If you're super, super tired and don't have the energy to do that right now, obviously try to push yourself. You can just keep your shoulders on the floor and go side to side. But we're really looking for that oblique engagement right now. Trust me, you should feel it. If you don't, play around with the positioning just a little bit. Here for 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna do a pause crunch in the same position. In 3, 2, 1. All right, relax for a second. Go ahead and put your hands on the top of your thighs. Keep your shoulders open. You can round your back for this one. Just slide your hands. Your fingertips should touch your knees at the top. I'm sorry, we should be pausing at the top here. So take a pause at the top of your crunch and then come back down. Come up, stop for a beat, come on back down. This is probably one of the more known exercises that we're doing today. Just a simple crunch, just a slight pause at the top to make it a little harder. We're here for just about 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into the ankle tap crunch. 3, 2, 1. Going back into your ankle tap crunch, palms facing the ceiling, just bending again through your spine. Try not to wiggle your hips too much here. If you find yourself doing that, slow down for a second. Try to control it a little bit more, just moving in your thoracic spine area, which is from your ribs up to your shoulders. Just bending side to side here, getting into your obliques, which are these side abdominal muscles right over here. Keep breathing. We're here for 17 more seconds. Then we're going to go back into the pause crunches and then move on to something pretty tough, but we'll get through it together. I'll show you in just a few minutes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right back into those pause crunches. Hands at the top of your thigh. Slide your fingertips up to your knees. Pause for just a beat. Come on back down. Try your best to not tuck your chin here. Sometimes people, when you lack some of the core strength, you'll really focus on straining your neck to get up. That's not what we're looking for here. If you're feeling any tension up into your neck, really focus on using just your abs to come up. Untuck your chin from what you're doing here. 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna head into a side plank on your left side. Gonna have some fun stuff coming up. Can't wait to show you. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side plank position. We're gonna start with your forearm on the floor. Your elbow is gonna be stacked with your shoulder. I'm on my left side here. You can do a long lever side plank or short lever. So the harder will be this. We're gonna do some dips here. So you just want your feet stacked, pushing through your forearm, lifting your hip up off the floor. If this feels too challenging, just go ahead and bend your knees so that your knee, hip, and shoulder are in alignment and you're just lifting yourself up. Try your best not to have your forearm too far out here. That's gonna put some pressure on your shoulder. That's not gonna feel great. Just push up and come on back down as slow or as fast as you can. And then we have something really fun and sexy coming up for you in 3, 2, 1. All right, if you're in the modified position with your knees bent, just bring your knees slightly forward from your hips. Otherwise, just bend your knees here. We're gonna go into bridging clamshells. This is gonna work into both of your outer hips. So your glutes and hips are still all part of your core musculature. Here, we're just gonna have your knees slightly forward, feet are back, feet are still stacked, gonna hinge them open. As you come up, the only things on the floor are your forearm, knees, and feet. As you come up, you're just opening your feet, hinging them together, squeezing into those glutes and into that outer hip area as well. Keep on going here. We have one more round, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. I always feel like Jane Fonda in one of those 80s workout videos from back in the day when I do this. All right, let's go back into those side plank dips, whatever variation of it you need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and do the long lever. Just bring your hip gently down to the floor and up. Try your best not to let yourself just fall down to the floor. No need to break a hip while doing this. If you want to add a little bit of a challenge, you can keep your arm up in the air, arm on your hand on your side, whatever feels best for you. Keep going. Good. Again, if you need to, feet come just behind you, everything in line, lift. Good. Your shoulders should be pretty tired by now. We're here for just about 5 more seconds, gonna go into bridging clamshells again. Then we're gonna switch over to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees forward, feet are just behind your booty. And again, another round of the bridging clamshells. Anyone ever feel awkward when you're taking pictures? You just don't know what to do with your hands? Sometimes I feel like that when I'm working out, but we'll just do this for now. Keep breathing. Almost there. This is the hardest thing we're doing today, I promise. But unfortunately, we have one more side to do. Here for just about 15 more seconds, and then we have the same torture on the other side. Keep it up, folks. How's that booty feeling? Mine is on fire. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch on over. Same deal on this side, all right? We're just switching over to the right arm, or if you already did the right side, just switch to your left. Same thing here, all right? Shoulder is stacked with your elbow, pressing your forearm into the floor, lifting your hips up, engaging into your serratus muscle, your shoulder blade, all of the muscles in your shoulder girdle should be on fire at this point. This side actually feels pretty okay because I haven't worked into it yet. But we're doing the same thing here, folks. Again, modification, take it down to your knees if you have to here. We have just about 10 more seconds, and we're gonna do the bridging clamshells on this side as well. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bend those knees. Bring your knees just slightly in front of your hips here. Feet are right behind you, toes pointing that direction. And I forgot to mention, I'm so sorry, if this feels a little too challenging for you, you can always do a clamshell on the floor like this. You can just sort of put your hand behind your head and just use your outer glute on this side, keeping your knee on the floor, just shoulder right, stacked right below your other shoulder. If you end up getting tired or whatever, for the next round, if you feel like you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. I'm just going to keep on doing these full bridging clamshells right here. We have 5 more seconds, and we're going to go back into the side plank dips in 3, 2, and 1. Whatever variation of this you need to do, go ahead. This is the last round of this, I promise. Good. Then we're going to get into some plank action on your hands right after this. Keep it up, y'all. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Do what you got to do to get through it. No need to keep up with me. Again, always do things at your own pace, at your ability. Just a few more moments here. All right, we got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set of the bridging clamshells. Again, knees in front of you, feet behind. Take it down to the floor if you have to. I don't care. Just make it sexy, all right? Look at this. Beautiful. Keep everything in line. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. Keep it up. Keep a smile on your face, too. We got 25 more seconds here. I'm so sorry that we don't get a break today, but guess what? You're going to be stronger for it. Then you can go on the rest of your day, not having to worry about doing anything else, because guess what? You got your workout in today. We have 10 more seconds here, folks. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job, y'all. We're going to get into a high plank position onto your hands here. We're going to work into some cross-body mountain climbers. So you're going to take one knee, bring it across your body to your opposite elbow, and alternate. Do the same thing on the other side. Take these pretty slow. I know a lot of people like to rush into mountain climbers, make them sort of a cardio exercise. That's not what we're doing here. We're looking to keep your entire body stable, all right? Engage your core. Keep your spine stable. Whatever you got to do, just try not to go too fast. We're here for 10 more seconds. Then we're going to do another plank type exercise in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, for this, you're going to want your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width just to avoid your hips shifting too much. We're going to go into some plank shoulder taps. You are going to keep your entire body stable with one hand. Tap your opposite shoulder and go ahead and alternate, trying to prevent as much movement as possible in your hips. That's why we're in this wide stance here. The more narrow you go, the less stable you are. So we're just going to take it as wide as we need to here. This is our very last superset, folks. I'm sure you're as glad as I am at this point. My abs are on fire. We're here for just about 5 more seconds. Gonna do those cross-body mountain climbers again in 3, 2, and 1. All right, for this, you can bring your feet a little bit closer together. Again, just twisting through your hips. Try not to bend your arms here. A lot of times, people will tend to do this if you lack the ability to twist too much through your hips. Just go as far as you can. If you can't touch your knee to your elbow, I don't care. Bring it to here if you have to. Do one of these. Whatever feels best for you, whatever feels most accessible to your ability level right now. Keep breathing. Here for 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna go into the last round of the plank taps, plank shoulder taps. Keep going, y'all. I'm right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, if this feels too challenging on your feet, you're absolutely always more than welcome to take this down to your knees and do the shoulder taps right here. I'm totally fine with that. For me, I'm gonna finish out nice and strong. I encourage you to do the same. Keep on going. Keep going with these shoulder taps. You want to end with your palms directly below your shoulders here. Try not to have your hands all the way out here or butt up in the air. Everything is tabletop, nice and sturdy. Someone tries to eat dinner off your back, you don't want to spill their soup all over the place, you know? Keep it stable for them. Just 10 more seconds here. Almost done, folks. Give it to me. Give me your energy. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. That was awesome, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Mar. Be kind to yourselves. Feel free to check out any one of our recovery videos after this if you'd like, if you feel like you need to stretch out all the abs stuff that we did just now. Enjoy your day. I'll see you soon.